Now we are going to see exercise number 9, drawing of isometric projection of simple objects. In this we are going to see the drawing of second diagram, that is this component. We are going to draw this component using AutoCAD, that too in isometric drafting method. Now first of all, after opening the AutoCAD software, first go to the grid settings by right clicking over the grid option available at the status bar. Open the grid settings, change the grid snap mode to isometric snap first, so that it is possible for us to draw isometric drawings in 2D mode. Now after clicking and changing the grid snap to isometric snap, click OK. Now you can see that the screen has changed to isometric snap setting mode. If you press F5, that is in keyboard function key 5, F5, if you press it, you can see the change of plane, that is from isometric plane, that is iso plane, top plane. Now you can see here. Now similarly, if you again press that to change the, you can press the F5 button again to change it to isoplane right. Again if you press, it will change back to isoplane left. First of all, you have to find out in which plane you have to draw the diagram. Right now our drawing, from the drawing itself, it is possible for you to understand which plane it is viewed from. If you see in this drawing, it is viewed from isoplane left side. Now I am going to draw this diagram. First of all, you have to draw this circle, next this cylinder part, then this cube, again this cube. First of all, you have to draw this circle, but if you in AutoCAD, if you draw a circle, it will be visible as a simple circle, but we need a iso circle. For that you have to use the ellipse drawing icon option here. After center, there is axis and end method for elliptical drawing method mode. Click on this option. It is used to create an ellipse using 2 axis method. But after selecting this method, you just go down and select the iso circle option available in command bar. Okay, click on iso circle. Now if you draw anything, it will be visible as a 3D isometric circle like this. Now we have to give the radius of the iso circle. Here they have given us 30 degree as the 30 diameter, 30 unit mm as the diameter of the iso circle. Now we have to draw 30 diameter circle, but it is asking for us to enter the radius, so you have to type 15 as the radius. You can zoom out by using scroll button. Just you can position this circle somewhere you want, move it by clicking at the center button. Now you can verify the dimensions. It looks like it is for an ellipse for a dimension of 18 and 10, but actually the radius of this circle will be 10 only, that too iso circle. Okay, now you have to use line option. Select line option. You can change whatever mode you want, but before that check whether you have polar tracking on. That too in polar tracking, select the angle as 15, 30 and 45 degrees. This diagram, this line and all has to be drawn at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, select from this line, it will automatically track the angle. Now you see this is for an angle of 15 degree, but we have to draw this line for an angle of 30 degree, and also length is given as 70. Now type enter and keep the angle as 30 degree. It will track automatically for 30 degree. Press enter. Now you can zoom out, press escape. Similarly again repeat the line command by using space bar. Again click here. You see the green dot line appears tracking the angle at 30 degree. Again 70 as the length of the line. Press enter. Now we have completed it. Now you can copy the circle, iso circle that we have drawn already, because we have to draw this part, this arc part. You can use copy at the modify panel, select copy, use this point as base point and move it from there to, sorry, create a copy from that circle to here. Now we have created a circle, iso circle copy. You need not trim it now, right now, you can trim it later. Now we have to draw the cube for a dimension of 30 as length, and also this width is given as 25. Now simply you can draw a cube from here. For this angle you have to choose 30 degree. Here you see the angle of 30 degree is being highlighted as green color. It is tracking exactly. Use the dimensions given, that is 30 as the length. One line is drawn. Similarly at a 90 degree again you have to give 30 as length. Similarly 150 degree will be parallel to the line that we have drawn first, again 30. Now you can complete this rectangle, that is the parallelogram, by clicking at the initial point. Now press escape. This completes the drawing of this component. Now you select everything by using the blue box selection method, that is simply clicking and moving the mouse from the top left to bottom right. Now after selecting everything, just type the command join, JOIN. This command is used to join all the lines and form as a single component. Now if you select this line, it is selected as a whole, all the lines are selected as a single component. Now you can draw the remaining things, like this line. Draw a line for a length of 25 at an angle of 30. This line length is 25 at an angle of 30. It is automatically tracking. Similarly another line over here for an angle of 30 and a length of 25. Again you have to draw this line 30, sorry 25. If you have to verify whether they are all for a length of 25. Okay, now simply select this, escape, press escape and deselect everything. Select this rectangular, that is this parallelogram alone. Use copy method, select this as base point and move it to, sorry, copy it to this place. Now we have completed the cube. Now you can select everything and use, also enable this option in object snap button, enable the geometric center option. Now simply use the move command available at this modify panel. Sorry, one second, I will select everything and use move command. Now if you move the cursor, it shows the geometric center of that parallelogram. Use that point and join it or move that particular cube to the already available center of that circle. Here place it over here exactly at the center of that circle. Now we have completed this component also. Now you need not trim the line that is coming over here, that is this line and all, you need not trim right now, you can trim it later. Now complete this cube also. This cube is for a dimension of 50 units length and a width of 25. Similar to this drawing, again draw the same, one second. Now you draw the same way another cube by using the line option. By using the line option, select this line for a length of how much it is given, for a length of 50, I think. For a length of 50, draw a line and form a cube, length of 50 and angle of 30 degree. Press enter. Now again 50 Now for an angle of 150 you have to track it 50. Now complete this parallelogram also. Similar to the method you have drawn already, select everything and select that parallelogram alone, and use the command join, JOIN. Press enter. Now you see this, all the 4 lines are joined together as a single parallelogram. Now similarly, like previous cube, what we did, we have to do again similar method. Draw a line of 25, draw a line of 25 at an angle of 30. You have to maintain 30 degree and 25 degree, sorry, 150 degree wherever necessary accordingly. Okay, 25 again here also at an angle of 30, 25. Now select this cube, sorry, this parallelogram alone. Use copy option, base point as this point, move it, sorry, copy, create a copy over here. Now you can select everything and use move option. This quadrant, sorry, geometric center of that particular parallelogram is visible right here, right? It is shown as a asterisk mark. Select that and move it to the already available geometric center of the second parallelogram that you have drawn already. Move it over there and position it. Now you can simply trim the unnecessary lines that is available by using trim option. Use trim, press enter. Simply trim everything that you know you don't need. This one first, this one, like this. This one also, this. Now we have completed. Now you can select this line and the lines over here and delete them. Okay, they cannot be trimmed, so you have to select and delete it. Also here the line is not there, you have to trim this also. Again I am selecting trim and pressing enter. Select this both lines and trimming it. Now we have completed the drawing. Now you can dimension them. For dimensioning, first of all use dimension method. That too aligned will be better. In annotation panel, select the aligned method. Select this line from here to here. What is the dimension of this? 70. It is correct. Place it over here. Now what you have to do, you have to use the dim style manager, that is dimension style manager. You have to just type D and press enter. It will open the dimension style manager dialog box. In that, click on modify, symbols and arrows. Change the arrow size as 5. Similarly, text also you can increase it as 5. Primary units also you can change it to 0. Other than that, everything is okay. Just click OK, close. Now you see we have changed the dimension. Now move it and position it away from the diagram. Now simply you can dimension the components. After drawing this dimensioning, go to annotate option. Use the continue dimension button over here. This command can be used to dimension continuously from the previously dimensioned component. Now we have already dimensioned this line length as 70. Now we have to continuously dimension them. Click on continue. It is continuing from the previous point, last point. Click over here. It is displaying as 25. Similarly, this also 25. Now we have completed this. Now select these 3 dimensions. One second. Select these 3. Use the oblique option available here. Select the oblique and you have to give angle as 30 degree or 150 degree. Right now it is in 30 degree, I think. Select oblique command, it will ask for an angle, enter oblique angle. Now you have to give 150 and press enter. Now you see it is changed back. Now just click over the 70 and move it accordingly in which way you want. Similarly you can move this 25 also at the center. If you want, you can move them. If you want to dimension them similarly given in the drawing itself, you can do like this. Again I am going to dimension them similarly given in the drawing. I am going to delete them, these 3 dimensions. I am going to dimension as it is given in our question above the cylinders. Select the aligned option, click here and select this point. This is for a length of 70. Position it here. Now in annotate option tab, select the continue option from the dimensions panel. Continue it till this, and also here also you can use that. Now select these 3 and use oblique command, change the angle as 150, press enter. Now it is correct. Also this line can be moved over here. This change you have to do. This is okay right now. Now it looks like it is there in drawing. Still you can change if you want to have an extension line beyond this 25. You can use dim style manager command, dimension style manager. Go to my dimension style manager, select extension line, extend beyond dim lines option as something around 5. Now press OK, close. Now you see here there is a protrusion of that dimension away from the baseline dimension for 5 units. If it is not needed, you can remove it, or you can again use the D command and go to dimension style manager, modify, change the extension line as 2. Now it is somewhat okay, close. Now we have completed this. We have to yet dimension these 2 things, 30 and 50. Now select dimension, select this and place it over here. Similarly you can select this and place it here also. Now for these 2 also you have to select oblique option and change the angle as 150. It is not changing, just select them, give the angle as 1 second, I will use that command, oblique. I am entering the angle as actually it is better to use align dimension here, then only this oblique option will take effect. Use aligned dimension option. Similarly from here to here 50. Again repeat the dimensioning command, here to here, position it here, select them, both of them, and go to annotate, under dimensions, oblique command, give an angle of 150. It's not changing. Actually you have to change the plane first. It has to be shown in the top plane, so press F5. Actually this will be better. Now you do the same thing, use the align dimension option from here to here, again repeat it, here to here, select both the dimensions and go to annotate tab, select the dimensions, oblique option, give the angle as 150. It's not still changing, I will check it, 1 second. Now go to, again I am going to repeat it, change the angle, oblique angle as 90 degree. Let's say 90 it is coming, I think 90 is, if it is not okay, change it to, this is 90, change it to 180 means it will be better. 90, if it is almost 90 degree to that line. Now change the angle as 180. Now it will be, it's not okay.
150 run leda.
Change the angle as 180, 0, not coming. 1 second. We can change the angle as 360. Still it's not moving. It is working now. Sometimes you have to change it to 90, then 30 if you give, it is accepting. 30 is working for this. Now we have completed the drawing completely. Only one thing has to be dimensioned, this circle. For this you have to use leader alone. You cannot use dimension for this circle, because if you use it, it will show ellipse dimension only, it will not be correct. So you would use leader option, select this. Similarly it is marked over here, you can use that way also. Select here, click here, enter the value as, it is asking for us to type the value. Symbols you can use diameter 30 only, right? Select, give 30 as diameter, close text editor. Also use this, select this and go to quick properties and change the text height as, 1 second, quick properties is not showing the text height property. Right click and go to properties, under text option it will have text height, change it to 5. Now it is completed. Now you can select everything and move it according to your wish, just to be clear, at the center. Now use the F5 and change the to left side option. I'm going to use all dimensions are in mm, and also if you want you can draw this arrow also. For drawing this arrow, you can simply use line, draw like this at an angle of 30, select this and right click properties. Is there any, actually for this it's not possible, so delete that. You can draw arrow by using this method. Just draw a dimension line, that is dimension, use aligned dimension option, click here and draw an aligned dimension for an angle of 30 degree, 330 degree. Now click over here, properties, you can delete the override, the text override will be there, text override. Here you just press space bar and press enter. If you can see that the space bar disappeared here. Also for this alone you can use extension line as 0, arrow also one side alone you can arrow for one side like this, and for another side no need of arrow, you can use none. You have to give for the top only arrow head. For the second arrow head you can use none to disable the arrow visibility, Also dimension line also you can use. One second, I will extend this just to know what are the names. Dimension extension line, dim line 1 you can switch off. Actually it is not correct. Dim line no need. Extension line, you have to check extension line, it's not available. Extension line 1 you can switch off. Similarly extension line 2 you can switch off. Now you can see just arrow is visible, and also this you can also change it by change the arrow, sorry, dimension line 2 also you can switch off. Now it will have only arrow here. This is easy method for drawing an arrow. You can just join it over here. Now the only arrow is visible. One point will be visible. It doesn't affect the drawing. Now you can use all text, sorry, all dimensions in or in mm using multi-line text. Just type all dimensions are in mm. If you want, you can select this mm alone and apply bold command. It will be in bold. Also select this and go to properties. You can use quick properties now. Text height will be visible for this. In text height use 5. Now this diagram is also completed. Now you can use Control P, center the plot, display window method, select one box by such that everything comes within it, center the plot, landscape only, or you can use portrait mode. Landscape is better. Size of paper also A4 will be better, or ANSI A is also okay, no problem. ISO A4 also you can use, whatever may be. Then go to printer type, select DWG2, AutoCAD PDF high quality print you can use. Click OK. It will ask for us to where to save. I am selecting desktop, giving the name as exercise 9 diagram B, that is second diagram. Save it. This is the output which we get for this exercise. Here we have dimensioned everything. Here you see arrow is not visible for this leader. You can select that. Also you can apply go to properties and change the arrow available. Arrowhead size can be changed to 5. Now you can see the arrowhead also. Similarly you can complete this again by using plot option, PDF high quality print, A4, center the plot, display window, select the box. Now OK. Same exercise number 9B, overwrite it. Maybe new I will use because we already opened it. With this we complete 9th exercise.